I think with ADHD, what we do know is people with ADHD are more likely to have many more short-term relationships because they get bored quite easily. But unfortunately, the start of relationships is a dopamine sea. You get lots of lovely dopamine at the start of relationships. So what you'll tend to find with ADHD people is they will go into relationships really quickly without really considering, is this person right for me? So there's that impulsivity that comes with ADHD as well, because they're getting that hit of dopamine at the start. I think with ADHD, what we do know is people with ADHD are more likely to have many more short-term relationships because they get bored quite easily. They're also much more likely to undertake risky sexual behavior. So we get the major part of our dopamine hits in relationships at the start. And that's probably why he gets to a point where the dopamine starts tailing off, the oxytocin starts to tail off, and beta endorphin starts kicking in. And it becomes less exciting. That's when we move from passionate love to companionate love. And it's just not as exhilarating, maybe.
So if you have a brain like that, that's highly dopamine seeking, you're going to theoretically struggle to have long-term relationships.
Yeah. I recently did a conference which was on women and ADHD, and we had a workshop, and most of the women in that room said, I either don't have relationships or I struggle, or I'm in a long-term relationship, but it is a daily struggle to maintain it because it's so hard to keep your attention on that relationship, to not look for the novelty elsewhere, and also for the other person, particularly if they're neurotypical, to deal with. I mean, one woman said to me, I'm always told I'm too much. I'm too much to go out with because of the impulsivity and the rushing around and the lack of attention and the lack of calmness.